Are you confused about when to use I and when to use me? Raj and me cooked dinner. Raj helped I. Are these sentences correct? Well, in this lesson, I'm going to explain to you exactly what the difference is and when to use each one of them. So let's get started. A typical English sentence contains a subject, a verb, and an object. Verb shows an action or a state of being. The subject of a sentence is the doer, the person or thing doing the action. The object receives the action, the person or thing receiving the action. In the sentence, I helped Sen. Helped is a verb. This action of helping is being done by I. So I is the subject. Sen received the action. So Sen is the object. Let's look at another example. Ria called me. Called is the action. Ria is doing the action, hence Ria is the subject. Me is receiving the action, so me is the object. I and me are both pronouns. Specifically, they are personal pronouns because they refer to the person. Use I when you are doing the action. In other words, I is the subject of the sentence. Use me when someone or something is doing the action to you. In other words, me is the object of the sentence. Let's look at some examples. I saw the new movie. I called you yesterday. I read a book every day. Here, actions, saw, called, and read are being done by I, the subject. They invited me. The teacher praised me. Please tell me the truth. In these sentences, the actions inviting, praising, and telling are being received by me, the object. I and me both refer to yourself, but they are used in different parts of a sentence. I is used as a subject and me is used as the object. I is used when you are doing the action. I is a subject pronoun. Me is used when you are receiving the action. Me is an object pronoun. When there are multiple subjects in a sentence, the pronoun I is still used when you are part of the subject group. Let's look at some examples. Arya and I went to the park. In this sentence, Arya and I are the subjects. Ira, Arya, and I went to the park. Here, Ira, Arya, and I are the subjects. You and I went to the park. Here, you and I are the subjects. You, Arya, and I went to the park. Here, you, Arya, and I are the subjects. Notice that in all these sentences, I is usually placed last because we mention other people before ourselves. Use me when you are part of the object of the sentence. This means someone or something is doing the action to you and others. Let's look at some examples. Arya helped Ved and me. Here, Ved and me are the objects. Arya helped Ved, Ira and me. Here, Ved, Ira and me are the objects. Arya helped you and me. Here, you and me are the objects. Arya helped you, Ved, Ira and me. Here, you, Ved, Ira and me are the objects. Again, notice that in all these sentences, me is usually placed last because we mention other people before ourselves. To check whether I is correctly used in a sentence with multiple subjects, remove the other person or people from the subject group. If the sentence still sounds correct, then I is used correctly. Let's look at some example sentences. You, Arya, and I helped Ved. Remove you and Arya from the subject. The sentence would be I helped Ved, which is correct. Let's look at another example. Ira, Arya, and I helped Ved. Remove Ira and Arya from the subject. Again, the sentence would be I helped Ved, which is absolutely correct. Similarly, to check whether me is correctly used in a sentence with multiple objects, remove the other person or people from the object group. If the sentence still sounds correct, then me is used correctly. Let's look at some examples. Arya helped Ved, Ira, and me. Remove Ved and Ira from the object group. So the sentence would be Arya helped me, which is correct. Take another example. Arya helped you, Ved, Ira, and me. Remove you, Ved, and Ira from the object group. So the sentence would be Arya helped me, which is correct. Let's practice it a little bit so you're really sure about how to use I in a sentence. Arya and me talked to Ved. Is this correct? No. Me is used as a subject, which is incorrect. To use yourself as a subject, you need to use I. So the correct sentence would be Arya and I talked to Ved. Let's look at another example. I and my mom cooked dinner today. Is this correct? No. We have to change the order of the subject. Remember, we always put other people before us. So the correct sentence would be my mom and I cooked dinner today. Let's look at this sentence. Me and my sister love singing. Is this correct? Hope you said no. There are two mistakes in this sentence. The first one is me is used as a subject, which is incorrect. So we have to use I. And the second mistake is we have to change the order of the subject. So the correct sentence would be my sister and I love singing. Arya called Ria and I. Is this correct? No. I is used as an object, which is incorrect. To use yourself as an object, you need to use me. So the correct sentence would be Arya called Ria and me. Let's look at another example. Arya invited me and Ben to the wedding. Is this correct? No. In formal English, we have to change the order of the objects. Remember, we always put other people before us. So the correct sentence would be Arya invited Ben and me to the wedding. Let's look at this sentence. The coach chose I and Ria for the competition. Is this correct? Hope you said no. There are two mistakes that we need to fix here. The first one is I is used as an object which is incorrect. So you have to replace I with me. And the second mistake is we have to change the order of the objects. So the correct sentence would be the coach chose Ria and me for the competition. Ready to test your skills? I have got 10 questions lined up for you. Pause the video and write your answers in the comments. And let's see if you can get a perfect score on I versus me. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more English lessons. Thanks for watching.